I'm Judit Polgar, and I won against some fantastic players and 11 world champions. From those games, I want to share some of them now. Another fantastic memory I have from 1993, where I was fortunate to play a 10-game match with ex-world champion Boris Spassky, shortly after his rematch with Fischer in 92. And it was practically the most memorable match of my life, I can say, because we had a lot of interesting games. This was game 2. And I was playing with the white pieces. Obviously, it was the Breyer opening, which is very much the pat system for Boris Spassky. He was very well prepared. He had a lot of experiences, a lot of great games in that also. And here you see the position where after queen h4, I went to play a move g5. And I was hoping that maybe this queen can get in trouble. But I think Boris had in mind that, there is no way I'm not can get in trouble. I cannot go f3 and king f2 and trap this because the knight would be hanging. So after c5, I found something very special. And I remember I was so proud that I was just so excited about it because I knew that it's going to be a shock for Boris Spassky. And I went with the knight to f1. At first, it does not seem to be anything special. What's the big deal about it? Do I want to play f3 or what do I want to do? And actually, that was not the idea I had in mind. I tell you what I had in mind. After f6, I went g3, queen h3, and I continued my really cool plan, playing f3. And my plan was very simple. Of course, by this time, Boris understood that he has to rush and do something about my plan of playing rook e2, rook h2, trapping the queen. And of course, the king is not really standing well for this action. So black took f takes g5. I had the time to go rook e2 because black is still not able to go back with the queen because with my pawn chain, every important square is controlled. Boris played knight f6. And now I went g4. No. Please, queen, don't even think about it to go backwards to d7. But now I give up another pawn. So this was something not expected. And as g4 is my patent and my favorite move, here also it served me very well. After queen f3, sacrificing the second pawn in this position, now I went with the knight to h2. And after black went to h3, I was bringing my other rook from a1 all the way to f1. Now I'm threatening to capture the knight, but more importantly, I'm ready to go rook f3. So black took, knight takes g4, but of course it's never so simple as we want it to be. I went rook f7 check. Now bishop g7 was not the best move, but I want to show you how the game continued. Knight takes g4, queen takes g4. I have 3 pawns down for the moment. I gave 3 pawns for initiative and attack. After rook g2, black went queen h3. And here it's understandable that once I took the bishop, it is very important that I keep the attack. Now black played rook f8. And now I found the simplification because that's part of the game. It's not enough to have the initiative, then to have an attack, then to have a winning position, but you also have to be converting it. And sometimes it's easier to simplify the position. By this time, it was time trouble for Boris quite a bit, but this was the first time I was playing with the Fischer clock because it was the premiere of that clock at the Stefan rematch of Fischer-Spassky, and this was the second time in an event where we tried it. So after every move, we received 30 seconds, which was needed for Boris, but I was playing faster. And now I simplified the position by taking bishop g5, takes queen g5, queen h6. You may say, which I believe that Boris thought, that rook h2 is not possible, seems to be a winning move, but still you have to be careful until the very last moment, because after rook h2, black could go rook f1, deflecting the king, and then it would be only an exchange. So rook h2 was not my plan. My plan was simply to take, give it check, pushing away the king, and then capture the bishop. And with a piece up, Boris Spassky resigned. We have many other interesting games, but this was the first victory on the match.